Hello, Panda Hats. This is your creator, Panda Hat. If you have this, here, and that. I am not in my usual spot, which is the studio with my dad's equipment, but today I am going to do a selfie review of what I like to believe is one of the most underrated animes of all time and mangas, Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, or Kingdom of Magic if you're going by the anime. Now, where to begin with this one? Let's see. It's obviously inspired by Arabian Nights, 1001 Tales, and it's written by, I cannot remember her name, Ogata, I think that's her name. Yes, the mangaka is a woman who is amazing, and basically it's fantasy, romance, action, all in all, good shonen. That is my sink. Sorry about that. Now let's see. Our tale begins with our Magi, who are basically wizards. Originally, in this world, there's supposed to be 3, but our main character is the 4th, for mysterious reasons, which I won't spoil here. This is as spoiler-free as I can possibly get. Essentially, it's him traveling the land, trying to figure out his destiny and help people along the way as like a guide of sorts. Now, let's see. Along the way, he meets 2 who would become his lifelong friends. The swordsman, Alibaba, and the slave girl, Morgana. No, not Morgana, that's Persona 5, whoops. Morgiana, who is from this race of warriors known as the Finalists. And one thing I'll say about them, you mess with them. Along the way, though, he encounters people from one of the big empires in their world called the Co-Empire, which may or may not be heavily inspired by China, but either way, there's a lot of kooky characters from that empire. A couple of the princes, some of them who are crazy, one of whom becomes a major component of the shipping wars. Those who are fans of the series know exactly who I'm talking about, good old Hakuryu. And my personal favorite, I love me some crazy, good old Judar. Anyone who, like me, likes crazy, he is your pick. But besides them, Aladdin also deals with another third party, known as the Kingdom of Cindaria, ruled by its king, Sinbad. Oh, good lord. I'm gonna try my best to be spoiler-free, but let's just say, for those who are gonna watch the anime or read the manga, do not trust Sinbad. Do not trust him. Take everything he says with a grain of salt, because you're gonna be very bitter. Anyway, let's see. Pros that I like about this series. The artwork. Now, this was back when the mangaka, who, fun fact, is currently doing the series Mao, which just finished its first season on Crunchyroll, is very brush strokes, very elegant and cool, and the way in how she draws eyes, very expressive, especially when characters go a little... Oh my gosh, let's see. Artwork is great. The action is really great. Yes, it's nowhere near the levels of, like, say, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, the original big 3, at least for me growing up, in terms of action, but I feel like with shonen, not every action series needs to feel the same. I mean, there's action, but it has to feel within the style and the world and the rules that the series comes up with, and it does so very well. For example, there are these things called dungeons, which is where a lot of people gather weapons and summon djinns or genies, which, for those of you who've watched the anime, they're all blue, and it makes me wonder, I wonder if the mangaka was inspired by the Disney. Obviously not, because anyone who's into Hinduism and everything, a lot of the Hindu gods, mostly Shiva, are colored blue. But the reference could go either way, which are fueled by Magi, or magic, if you want to use a more simpler term, and only those who are Magi, like our main lead Aladdin, they're the only ones who can see them, which come in the form of little butterflies. Anywho, let's see. The characters are fun. I've mentioned a few of them. They're just very great, very memorable. King Sinbad's ensemble, which are like his generals, they're a lot of fun. One of them being named Jafar. No, not that Jafar. Thank you. This one, I know that caught my guard off too. Let's see. Soundtrack. That's it. For the anime, the music is done by the same guy who did the soundtrack for Bleach. Which makes me want this to have season 3 so bad. Oh yeah, in case I've just realized this year, 2024 will mark 10 years since the second season of Magi ended. Yes, I am not going to include the Sinbad prequel, which was in 2008. I'm going by the actual series. 10 friggin' years. That sucks. Seriously, Japan. Like I keep saying, give the isekai genre a break once in a while. I'm happy there's some new stuff coming out, but just pause on the isekai. But anyway, that would be a good ease way into some negatives, or at least in this case, nitpicks. Let's see. The ending for the manga, as much as I love this series, it's a little bit rushed. I love it. It's really good. But certain things I wish could have been done or explored more, which I kind of understand why. I mean, she obviously did want to suffer burnout, and good old Shonen Jump obviously was probably telling her, finish this at a certain deadline or whatnot, and just so that way new classics could come into play. Either way, I get it. Open-ended enough for people to guess, but just little things I wish could have been answered. For those who have finished the manga, probably know what I'm talking about, but just... Yes, Susie, I agree. Yes, I definitely agree. For those with the meowing, that is my darling cat in the background. Yes. Add my woes. Yes, say hi, Susie. Yes, I'm sorry for that interruption. Let's see, the ending. Let's see, what other nitpicks? Yes! Let's see. Another place that is explained in the series is a place called Amatoran. I'm not going to say what it is for those who are spoilers, but it features a lot with the backstory of our main lead, Aladdin, one of our villains, who is a mother to the Prince Hakryu. It plays a massive part, and just because the anime will never be done, we'll never get to see it animated, but just as much as I loved this particular segment with Amatoran, a part of me kind of wishes it was a little longer on certain bits. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time, but at least from I remember reading it, I'm like, that's it? Oh, no, wait. Along with that, with Amatoran, there is a certain fight that happens near the end of the series that kind of feels like it's just done in a flash. Yes, the final boss. That's it. And it's just, why? Why, Shonen Jump? Why? So yeah, that are basically the nitpicks. Certain things that probably were cut due to time and, I don't know, fatigue. Again, I'm not really certain. Now, All in all, Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, it is a fun series. If you love romance with, Alibaba and Morjana, the action is a lot of fun. They take full advantage with the weapons and the djinns and the lore with it. There goes the sync again. Gosh dang it. Yes, I am almost finished. It's just a fun series. The music is fun. The openings, at least, oh Lord, it's been so long, are a lot of fun. The voice acting, in particular, Yuki Kaiji, who plays Alibaba, is definitely a highlight. The Seiyu who does Judar, who is his name, oh my gosh, I can't, Hiroshi Kayama, I think that's it. He also does Izaya. Daisuke Ono is Sinbad. Yes, very sketchy Sinbad. Yes, indeed. He always does great. He always seems to get typecasted for characters like that. Anyway, those are the three standouts. The dub, Erica, oh my god, I can't remember her name, but I think it's Remember. She voices a character by the name of Kyoku, who's one of the princesses. One of her first roles she did. She's come a long way. Also the same who was the actress who did Aladdin. This was her very first dub that she did for Magi. Very great. And of course, Todd Haberkorn as Judar, which, oh my god, he is very great. Yes, Susie, he is. All in all, it is a classic. It is very underrated. I kind of feel it doesn't get talked much anymore. So if you're a fan of fantasy action animes, give Magi a watch, and also give Mao a watch, another one of her works. This is Panda Hat, review of this, here, and that. I'm sorry this is just jointed beyond belief. I'm gonna tune out. This is Panda Hat, review of this, here, and that. Signing out. Bye.